everybody. I know that anybody who has traveled west has heard of or been to Wall Drugs. Well, today I decided to go ahead and do a Wall Drug video because I have 13 grandkids. 4 of them live in Indiana, 9 of them live in Southwest Florida, and none of them have ever been outside of the states that go back and forth between those 2 states. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about Wall Drug in Wall, South Dakota. You actually will start seeing signs advertising this place about
miles away.
Well, when we were coming down from Wyoming, I checked, and the first sign we saw was 300 miles away. So you'll see these signs all along the road, you know, stop and Wall Drugs. This place was started in 1931 when Ted and Dorothy, now I've forgotten their last name, starts with an H.
Houston?
Anyway,
one or the other.
They bought the only drugstore in this small town, and then 5 years later they were struggling with making ends meet and the effects of the Depression, and Dorothy got an idea on a July afternoon. It was really hot out. People were traveling through here to get a glimpse of the Badlands, and she put a sign out on the street that said free ice water, and people started stopping, and that, to say the least, the rest is history. This is now a major tourist attraction, and I'm doing this from this far away because it is bike week and a lot of noise downtown, but there is just a lot of fun stuff here to do. Things for kids. I'm going to just take a real quick walk through. I'm not going to do a lot of monitoring or narrating, but just want you to see. This is at the gates, I guess, to the Badlands. So Badlands National Park. So let's take a look. There seems to be miles and miles of indoor shopping in this emporium area. It's about a 3 or 4 block long little city of itself. It's amazing to think that this started off as just a little mom and pop drugstore. The emporium that I'm walking through right now, you'll notice it even has a little chapel. So if the hustle and bustle of this area is too much, you've got a place that you can sit and just have a little quiet, reflective time. The restaurant that's on the property still sells coffee for 5 cents. It holds about 500 people. Although we did not eat there, we do know people who have, who said it was pretty good and reasonably priced. But honestly, they just have everything you could possibly imagine. Old West stuff. It was even Christmas shops, statues, things to do, things to climb on. We wandered down a little indoor city block, and I honestly could not even tell you what building it was in, but you'll see a little clip of the T-Rex that puts on a show for adults and kids alike. There were just all ages that were gathered around this thing, and kind of a fun little display. But you will just turn every corner you see. You're going to find something new and different you didn't see. This whole area is called the backyard at Wall, and it's just some fun things for kids to do, big things to ride and climb, and a splash pad. Nice place to cool off, get a little bit of shade. Even a jackalope that you can ride, or at least climb on. This is downtown Custer, South Dakota. Although we are big bike fans, this is not the best time of the year to vacation here. Restaurants are crowded, and I have to say I think prices are a little inflated. And we are still a good hour away from Sturgis, and it's this busy here. Shops down here is the Calamity Jane coffee shop. I mean, there's just a lot going on. Very, very busy. These streets truly are not meant for this kind of traffic. Custer, South Dakota is done with buffaloes what Chicago did with cows. Pretty interesting. It was about a 3-block segment of the main street of town that had these amazing buffalo art all over the place. These are just a few, so if you get a chance to go, you'll see lots more. Where else would you see a buffalo? Just off the main street of town, there is a very well done Veterans Park, and of course this is always something that's near and dear to our heart. And we really enjoyed just the peace and solitude of hanging out in this little memorial garden when the craziness was going on the next street.